Yo, what's cracking? What is up? Good people, what's up? It's your boy Carcino saying hit the like button coming through the door. Hit the like button coming through the door. Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. No, good people. We're gonna represent this the right way. What's good, Rodney? I see you. Absolutely. Hit the like button. Now, here's the thing that was very interesting in that on the Patreon, we talked about one half of this situation. And if you saw that, that's just one part of another part that's going to come later on that you see from the thumbnail. Hold on. Sound like the phone is singing. But possibly not. Nope. It's not near. Anyway. Woo! What is going on, Reg? I see you. PG County in the house. See y'all too. Now, Gary Owens is in a catch-22. He is friends with Kevin Hart and he is friends with Katt Williams. Katt, he more closer to Katt than he is Kev. They both cool though. But you're gonna see some things. You see, when you stuck in the middle, sometimes you gotta be quiet, even though they want you to talk. See, they want him to talk, but he know that probably ain't a good thing. That ain't a good idea for him to be wagging around talking about anything. Because when Katt said something and he came to him, he went and agreed with Katt and sided with Katt. Because Katt took care of him when they was out on tour. He didn't have to, but he did it. There probably isn't a comic in the world that Katt Williams has worked with that could say Katt did him wrong. Kevin Hart and Gary Owens were close friends, and probably I don't know if they are as close as they used to be, but back then they were tight. Then Katt started going at Kevin, and he know Gary's his boy. And it was like Gary was on his way to getting over there, and this is when he was talking about man, him not crossing over and all that stuff. This he's like, why do you think he can't cross over? Meaning, oh, this is a whole different world. This is different than what I expected. And don't forget to follow Gary Owens' page. He has his own YouTube channel. Well, let's listen to this
podcast as it is. So I saw Katt was on there, so I know Katt was going to drop some one-liners. I didn't know he was going to go nuclear. Like, it wasn't even like, man, Shannon was just stuck. He said, Katt, how's it going? Fuck Ricky. Fuck Cedric. Fuck Steve. I was like, God damn. Motherfucker hadn't said hello. So I'm watching like, oh, it was like the first 30 minutes. Oh. So now I get my shit out of the microwave. I remember I was in the fridge and I heard my name. And Gary Owen, what the hell? So I didn't hear it, but I didn't want to stop the podcast. I didn't want to rewind it. I like it live. So I got on Twitter. I was like, what the hell Katt say about me? And everybody was telling me, like, nah, he said you cool. He said you haven't crossed over yet because you haven't joined the Illuminati or sucked a dick or let anybody put anything in your ass. I was like, Katt said all that? I said, that was a lot. So then it was funny.
So now, well, he actually is funny. Gary Owens is hilarious. But here's the thing. So the whole situation is, and the way it played out made it even more funny, is that when this was laid out in front of everybody to see, the whole world to witness and take a look at, when Gary Owens said what he said about Katt Williams, everybody had nothing to say. I mean, absolutely nothing to say. Every time his name was brought up, everybody got quiet and they just changed the subject. And he found that to be pretty weird because he's one of the safest guys ever. There are two different type of comics. They both date black women. That's about the only thing they got in common. But Bill Burr and, Bill Burr is like the angry Irish guy who's just stuck in reality. And he's just going to give it to you realistically. No dreams of hope. Gary Owens entirely different. So Gary Owens, he was on the Real Husbands of Hollywood and all that stuff, the Kevin Hart show. So he was on the TV show with Kev. Kev put him in Ride Along. He was like taking Gary Owens everywhere. And when Katt started attacking Kevin, Gary's just like, hey, Katt's a good guy. Then he went as far as to agree with Katt Williams about Tiffany Haddish. And he was just in the movie. And it was like, dude, you was just in the movie with Tiffany Haddish. When they were the male strippers. He said, I see where Katt's going with this. Because when you say somebody's the queen of comedy, you're thinking stand-up. Tiffany is not known as a stand-up. He's like, she's pretty much known from Girls Trip. And that's what took her to another level. Very similar to Melissa McCarthy. She's very much become the black Melissa McCarthy. Melissa McCarthy came in with Bridesmaids. She's never been known for her stand-up. Even though she's been on Def Jam and she's had a Showtime special, she just signed a deal with Netflix. Katt did say something that was valid. He said, tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. You can't. She hasn't done enough in the stand-up realm that has stuck out. So once again, Gary Owens was defending Katt Williams. What's up, Dow G? I ain't seen you in a minute. Thanks for the super chat. So he was breaking his silence.
Because he basically was saying, like, I've been doing stand-up for like 25 years, and I'm famous in the black community, but I haven't crossed over because I haven't like sold out. And I was thinking about, like, well, I think when you get in the entertainment business, if you ain't comfortable around gays or Jewish people, you in the wrong line of work because there's a lot of both in the entertainment business. And you know, I didn't know a lot about Jewish people, and then I got in the entertainment business. I started learning about them. They really like matzo ball soup. That shit is bland. And I've been to lunch meetings with Jewish people, and I had to eat it. But just so the record shows, that's the only ball that's ever been in my mouth. It's a matzo ball. I did get hit on one time by a Hollywood exec, and I'm not going to say the name. They're like, you got to name him. You're part of the problem. I go, no, you got to realize this dude didn't touch me. This dude didn't promise me any work if I didn't do anything. The motherfucker just hit on me. That's not illegal. You allowed to hit on motherfuckers. Everybody in here with the boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, somebody hit on somebody. You didn't motherfucker just like arrange marriage. We're together. No. You motherfucker had to make a move. This motherfucker just made a move in his office. But he was very subtle how he did it. Because I'm in there talking to him, and I knew he was a little sweet already. You can tell when the motherfucker's sweet. So I'm sitting there, and he's asking all these questions, like, what is my goals? What do I want to do in this business? What do I see myself at? I'm new to the game, kind of, I'm talking. And then at left field, he goes, how much you make a year, Gary? How much you make a year? And keep in mind, I'm making a number up. I don't know what I told him, but it was something low. I was like $50,000 a year. He goes, psst. He goes, I can make you millions in a year. I was like, do it. And then the motherfucker's like, how hard you want to work? I said, I'm a hard worker. I work hard. And then he was like, you work hard? I went, wait a minute. Because when he said you work hard, he shifted in the chair. He was like, you work hard? I was like, and I remember I just was like, well, you know what? I'm not ready to be a millionaire. I'll be honest with you. I'd probably fuck it up. I come from a long line of drug addicts, and I probably start doing drugs and fucking buy a car, and then I don't want to do that. So I'm not ready. I'm not ready to be a millionaire. I got a roommate. We just signed a lease, so I don't want to leave him hanging either.
Now, oh man. So as you can see, Gary broke his silence talking about all this. So the whole thing that he was putting out and spilling on the table, and I'm going to tell you the big juicy plug-in secret behind all of this. And Katt never revealed it, but I'm going to tell you guys on the Patreon. So you will be able to piece this puzzle together. Okay? Oh, Gary has always been hilarious. Him and Bill Burr, they are hilarious. I don't know what people talking about. For real. They are. They just hilarious, man. If somebody wasn't funny, I'm gonna tell you they ain't funny. Ricky Smiley ain't funny. He funny looking, but just because you funny looking don't mean you funny. I swear, we saw Ricky Smiley. I'm like, man, get me my money back. The opening acts, everybody that came out smashed him. So this was geared for Gary. And shouts out to Gary Owens too. Definitely follow his page, Gary Owens channel. Go follow him. But here's the thing. It was all laid out for Gary Owens. Everything was laid out for him. He had it made. He's the only comedian you could say got a leg up in this industry. He came out of nowhere. He was in San Diego. He went to an audition with Nick Cannon and everybody else. They was looking for black comics to get a spot on the show. You'll get a guest spot on the show. Be on TV. We're looking for a black comedian. So he called in like he was a black guy. Got on the show. Got on the show. Got on TV. But he was in the Navy. Gary Owens is in the Navy. So when he did his stand-up, he did great. He was on TV and like on Star Search or something. He was on that show. Gary won out of all the people that was there. They were looking for a black guy and ended up taking the white guy. Nick Cannon was like a teenager and he didn't win. So They saw that, what he did on the show, and BET called him. BET. He's in the Navy. BET called and was like, hey, we saw your thing out there. We want you to come out here. So he goes out to BET, right? And they wanted to see him do his thing, and he went out there and auditioned. They said, you know what? We think you'll be a great host. That's it. He got a contract to host like Comedy View or something. Just like that. Straight off the bat. He just got in the industry. He's still in the Navy. So now he's like, I got to get out the Navy. So he told the Navy, look, man, he told the chief, like, hey, I need to be let go and released because, I got this opportunity. BET want to hire me. And he was like, yeah, that's some garbage. That ain't happening. So BET had to fax over the contract to show that they were actually hiring him. Oh, absolutely. So when this whole thing went down, he went there and got out, got released, and he ended up hosting BET, Black Entertainment Television. They were looking for a black guy and ended up taking the white guy. But he was funny. Because all these people don't realize that when you come into these narratives and when you start going into your explanations as to why these things are, you know what I'm saying? Like in Fair Use Act 2, we use the clip just to show, commentary only. Yeah, Gary has always been that type of person. He's always been upfront, and his comedy has been mostly about him living both lives, like living married to a black woman, black kids, black family, dealing with his black family members, dealing with his white family members. So it's like rich dad, poor dad of comedy. So this has been his stick, how he does his performances, and he kills it. So he kills not only the white audience, he got the black audience cracking up laughing because they know exactly what he's talking about. Oh, they definitely come after the right people. They choose the right people to come after because they know how it works. And what I mean by knowing how it works mean they know the system. They know which way they want it to bend. They keep saying to themselves, oh, here's an idea I got. I want to try this. Or, you think this will work if I do this? Now, what does this have to do with the situation he in now? Will Kevin feel some sort of way? Kevin produced that film and he had a small cameo in it, him and Tiffany Haddish. Gary was in that movie as one of the strippers. So Kev still had a relationship with Gary. But now that Gary said this about Tiffany, even though he's saying, I see where Katt is coming from, he's not really wrong. For you to say that on the internet, we know you trying to stay in the middle, but sometimes you got to stay out of it because you're going to end up damaging yourself and don't even know why. No one's going to even explain it to you. You just will be out. And that's why Gary Owens won't be in that circle because he won't let go of Katt. he's staying loyal with Katt no matter what. So they gonna just be like, okay, we just gonna write him out the circle. We gonna keep it at, hey, how you doing? But now when we got this multi-million-dollar project coming up, guess who ain't getting the call? Gary Owens hilarious.
Yeah. The Katt thing was interesting this week because it was funny. Like, I was watching it live when it happened. Because I remember I was making lunch, and I like that podcast as it is. So I saw Katt was on there. So I know Katt was going to drop some one-liners. I didn't know he was going to go nuclear. Like, it wasn't even like, man, Shannon was just stuck. He said, Katt, how's it going? Fuck Ricky. Fuck Cedric. Fuck Steve. I was like, God damn. Motherfucker haven't said hello. So I'm watching like, oh, it was like the first 30 minutes. Oh. So now I'm getting shit out of the microwave. I remember I was in the fridge and I heard my name. And Gary Owen, what the hell? So I didn't hear it, but I didn't want to stop the podcast. I didn't want to rewind it. I like it live. So I got on Twitter. I was like, what the hell Katt say about me? And everybody was telling me, like, nah, he said you cool. He said you haven't crossed over yet because you haven't joined the Illuminati or sucked a dick or let anybody put anything in your ass. I was like, Katt said all that?
Almost all the comedians coming from Ohio. What's up with that? You got Dave Chappelle. Oh, you got, man, you got so many people. Dave Chappelle, Katt Williams. You got Gary Owens. Hell, there's a lot of them from Ohio. Steve Harvey. So if y'all from Ohio, y'all can tell some jokes, huh? Joking. If they ain't choking you. No, because he said that about Tiffany Haddish. And when he said that about Tiffany Haddish, that was recent. This is after he been in the movie. And even though you could say, all right, well, he ain't really mean it like that. Man, you made it sound bad. So, I made it sound like it is. That's what it is right now. Well, if we want to really be technical, Chappelle from Africa. A chicka chong, a chicka chang, a chicka chang chang chong. DL Hughley staying out of it because he's smart. Why would he want to get involved? He got friends on both sides. You shut up. I have friends that's going at it with each other. The best thing you can do is stay out of it. You don't get no advice. You don't do nothing. I listen to him talk. Like my boy be going on. Man, so when I choke him, I'm going to kill him. Right? I'm going to stay this night. I'm going to stab him in the head. I'll be like, damn, that's pretty strong, man. Yeah, man, you know what he did, man? He came in my face, man. I told you, man. Yeah, he out. I know him. Dude, I know you still cool with him and everything, but he out. He gone. He out. I'll be like, all right, man. You do you. Hey, man, you know me. I'm just staying out of it. I ain't saying nothing about nothing. I'm out. So, right away, that's how they come in. So if you have it in your mind, in your brain that this is the way we want to go, this is the avenue we take it. So if you got that going on, then it's like, oh, okay, well, that's the subject. That's what we gonna evolve to. Oh no. No, it won't happen that way. See, what's gonna happen is business is gonna go on as usual. Katt has made so much interest in social media appeal, but as far as all around marketing, that's a whole different game. You know, there's brand marketing. Like Katt has done well, but it will the sponsors like it? Remember, I told you Kevin Hart got a $40 million deal that he told the world what he got back in 2021. After he did those specials, who you think got those deals to the table? How you think Chris Rock got a deal? Dave Chappelle got a deal? They had to go through Adam Sandler. Ho, ho, ho. Adam Sandler brought the comedians. He brought Dave Chappelle over. He got Chris Rock his deal. He got all them a big fat old check. Chris Rock was first though. Why? Because who was he buddy with? Piling around with the whole time? Adam Sandler. And he made sure, since Chris Rock was in his grown-up movies and doing all those films with him and sticking with him and rolling with his team, he said, I need to roll with Adam Sandler. They get movies greenlit. Nobody questioned them. So then he started changing his comedy up. And Rock is a piece of work. Funny comedian, but he's definitely changed. Not Adam Sandler stand-up, no way. His stand-up was horrible. But he used to play an accordion and do all kind of crazy gimmicks. And he was more for sketch comedy than stand-up. So his stand-up game was horrible. So when he did the movie, which was called Comedian, where he played a guy who did stand-up comedy, he had to be trained how to go out and do stand-up again. See, there's a thing called stand-up and great comedic timing. Seth Rogen never did stand-up comedy. Seth Rogen is just funny when he makes the movie. He has good comedic timing. You look at Tom Hanks. Everybody, Tom Hanks is an actor. He does comedy. Everybody thought he was a comedian who became an actor. He was in the movie Punchline. I'm like, yeah, he was an actor. They had to train him how to be a stand-up comedian. He just had great comedic timing. John Ritter. Him doing all this physical comedy on stage, like Jerry Lewis and these guys. These guys weren't stand-up. Yeah, well, it wasn't really me getting into it with Chris Rock. My boy got into it with Chris Rock. You know, it's a whole lot of stuff going on, man. Like in the comedy world. See, you go to these comedy clubs, like nobody, there was like no security. No, it wasn't even like that. They had the security that's there, but it wasn't even necessary, you know, to be over there. This is mostly all white area. My boy just was not, he ain't the type of dude that can go to those type of outings, you know, and I knew better. And it was cool. He was just sitting back, like he never got loud or nothing. He was in chill mode. He was good the whole time. Then Rock coming in, and right away, they come to the back. We already in the back. We sitting all the way to the back like we were the stars. So when they came in, they just made space for them, like made a table up like right in front of us. And it was like, that's Rock. And Chris Rock looked like, oh God, niggas. You know, that's how he had to look like. How they get in here? So it was, and Jerry was feeling uncomfortable until I was like, oh yeah, I remember you because Barry Sobel. So when I remember Barry Sobel, he didn't know who I was, but I wasn't like pressing him. You know, I wasn't like, hey, let me shake your hand, Jerry, you know, trying to touch him or anything. I was like, yeah, I remember seeing you when you was younger, you know, with Barry Sobel. And then he was like, oh, Barry, yeah, yeah. So he was more chilled after that. You know, like, yeah, well, he was speaking with me, he was chilled. And I'm like, yeah. And this was in between the next guy coming up. I was like, oh, yeah, good to see you. You know, I went and took a seat. My boy was like, yo, man, Rock, what's up, man? Yeah, man, you funny as hell, Rock. And he was like, you know, giving him the, like, it's like, man, what's up with this nigga, man? You see this nigga with Chris Rock, man? Man, he got all bullshit. Oh, like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He brought that up. Chris Rock actually brought this up. He actually brought it up because I made a YouTube video about it and he brought it up. I guess he saw the video and he actually addressed it and brought it up. He didn't say my name or nothing, but brought up the situation. I wish I had the exact video, but he talked about it. About, well, I'm not really approachable. If you meet me outside, I'm not. I'm like, oh, he talking about he saw the video. Now you want to bring it up. So he was letting everybody know, like, don't come up to me. I'm not really approachable. I don't really like a bunch of people. And oh, yeah. And, you know, when you travel, you know, you got to understand, you got certain friends for certain things. I was like, man, I know I can't take you nowhere. All you had to do was chill out. Just enjoy the show. You got to go on fanboy. I told you, I had somebody, man, I was so embarrassed. I'm over there with Floyd Mayweather, and we sitting there chilling, and my boy come in there, man, somebody who I never would have thought would have done this. We sitting there, and Floyd come in, I'm like, what's up, champ? We give each other the, like, elbow thing. What's up? I'm looking somewhere else. I'm talking to this dude, and my boy come in, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's my boy. He was like, yeah, boy, what's up, Chad? What's up, boy, man? Shoot, man. Shoot, you bad, boy. Yeah. Remember that fight you had when you did that move? You was like, boy, that was bad. I'm telling you, man. I was like, oh my God. Stop. Stop. Or I will send you home in an Uber. Stop. Don't embarrass me. Damn. Oh my God. You remember that fight? You remember that move you did? And like, what fight? What move? What dude? Just stop. And he was just smiling like, yeah. Walked off like, who the F is this dude? I'm like, dude, relax. Take it down. You turned into a 10-year-old boy who just got a train, a choo-choo train for Christmas or something. Dude, calm down. Damn. Hey, Stu, make sure you hit the notification bell and you select all so you can get all your notifications when they come out. Yeah, so when we were sitting there, it wasn't a really big deal to us because we go through this all the time. It's another day. So when you start seeing yourself in situations and you start saying to yourself, okay, this is what I got to do to get better. Mm-hmm. Well, it's like this. Like they say, barbecue or mildew. What you gonna do? Hoe up or blow up? No, we're gonna on the Patreon. We're gonna give you the missing pieces to the scenario, so that way you will know for sure. It's what happens all the time. Not some of the time, not part of the time, but all the time. It's like at the end of the day, what do you want to be? What do you want to do? No. We've all made great progress as far as being better and productive people. So what are you talking about? Well, at least I have. That's each day. I don't look at, okay, it's a new year. I got to try it because it's a new year. No, I keep doing it, period, because that's what you're supposed to do is keep moving forward, right? Why would you move backwards? If you ain't trying to improve, what's the point? Oh no, man. It was clear to us what the situation, scenario, and time was. I know. That's how people look at it. But like I said, nothing really changed for us. Oh yeah, there's missing pieces to the thumbnail that you see in the front. And you'll understand a little bit more as to why this was so random that he chose this subject. Yeah, we was out on the town, kicking it with the champ. Right? And while we out kicking it with the champ, and other people jumping in and everything, they coming up and we like, what the heck is this? Yep. So once again, we come to the situation where Floyd is making it rain. I'm sitting there next to him with a bad chick on my arm, getting myself in all kind of trouble. But this is what happened. Oh, that chick ain't there she ain't there with me. She ain't there with me because of me. She there with me because I'm right there with Floyd. Let's let that be known right there. She on my arm, but she ain't looking at me at all. Well, what else they gonna say? Because it won't happen to them. So I guess the video is Photoshop too. Oh yeah, of course she's bad. She bad. She bad. She bad. She bad. Looks even better without the clothes. But that's for another day. And they was like, "You ain't grabbed the money." I'm like, "What am I grabbing the money for? Floyd throwing it up. He making it rain." That's right. She looking at money made. Look, I know why she here, but I ain't saying nothing. Hey, baby, I know you don't love me. I know why you here, but I ain't saying nothing. But guess how much this cost me? Nothing. Zero. For free. All night long. You see, academics, this is how you do it. You got chicks ready to get up with you for free. Just because I'm standing next to Floyd. And let it be known, I could have had 5. I could have had 6. I could have had 7. He was mad I only had that one. He was mad I had the one. He was like, "Let me talk to you, man." He was like, "Let me holler at you." I was like, "Man, I got a good one right here on my arm." He was like, "Man, let me holler at you, man." Having one is close to having none. Now, I told you, go get some more and bring them back to the room. Get you some more. I'm taking he got about 5. I swear to you, to God, he left with 5. Had about 7 waiting downstairs to be called up to the room. This is how crazy the night was. Now, on the Patreon, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. We'll get more into that later. But he told me, now let's say you take her back to the room and she's saying she ain't with what you want to do. Now you get back to 0. Now you at home, you in the room jerking off. Go get you some more. So if she said I ain't with it, bet. Cool. I got 4 more. So go get you some more. I'm like, man, she gonna be mad as hell if I go out there to get another girl. He's like, no, she ain't. And he wasn't lying. These women are all with this. But I don't live in that world. But in their world, this is normal. This is normal behavior. This go down all the time. But for us, we regular folk. This don't go well for us. So all the cameras are flashing, they taking pictures, and they was like, man, you and Floyd, man, right there together. Cino and Floyd. And the guy, you bigger than Floyd, Cino. I'm like, Floyd is 147 pounds. He's 5'9". I'm 5'11". I'm 5'11". At that time, 217. So, hey, what in the world are you talking about? Of course, I'm bigger than Floyd. Look at my shoulders. I'm like, dude, I'm massively big over here. But he was in good hands. If I'm there with him, he good. You see, the dudes in the back is the guys you got to worry about. I know these fools just started doing stuff. We've been doing this. We've been these places doing these things. They think it's all a joke. The one guy was in the comment hating. I guess he didn't finally jumped off. He just finally gave up. Like, oh, snap. He shut me up. I thought it was all Katt. Right. Now, see, I don't get all star-stuck. I'm like, hey, there you go, man. You got your photo, man. You got your wish. Take care. Like, I'm not taking pictures. You know what I'm saying? We chilling. Somebody else did this at the club. Oh, you know that. But they know I'll be outside. That's the crazy part is they know where I'll be. Outside, heavy. I don't even know what that's about. Oh, that's a meme. LeBron lose chips all the time, B. Yeah, the very first shirt. LeBron lose chips all the time, B. He be all right. He sucked, right? LeBron James voice. Y'all can call him King James. I'm going to say whatever. I'm going with Kawhi. He bringing back the balling era. Can't trust LeBron. He can't guard a stick. Oh, yeah, all my Warriors videos. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. My Warriors championship hat. Ba, 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 ba. Soon as they won it. Soon as they won it, already got it. Oh, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh. Who am I taking a picture with? The adult film star Alexis Texas. Okay, when he hit the shot, they made a meme out of it. LeBron, he sent Rodney Hood. Deep three. That's what we want. 1 minute to go. They down 3. KD with the ball. Where's LeBron? He sends Rodney Hood. Deep three. That's what we want. 1 minute to go. They down 3. KD with the ball. Where's LeBron? He sends Rodney Hood. Deep three. That still cracks me up. 1 minute to go. That still cracks me up. When KD hit that shot on LeBron for the second year in a row. Oh, man. There it was. That's the shirt. That crybaby Bron. Oh, yeah. Thanos. And look who had. And look at that. Sitting right there, SmackDown, right at the ring. When John Cena sliding in, who's sitting right there? Who's sitting right there ringside? Watching John. I'm the only one cheering for John. They booing the hell out of John. I was here. John, baby. So yeah, we had a great time, man. So once again, looking down memory lane, we was active. We was outside. Everybody know that. Cino's been active. Cino been outside. Everybody else, I don't know. These dudes are just getting out the side, just doing stuff. So it's all new to them. No. You see that? I had an Isaiah Thomas Dream Team jersey for Dream Team 2. Told you, boy, it was Cino Pop. Told you, I was cut up, boy, like a bag of dope. Your boy Cino was cut up like a bag of dope. Oh, yeah. Shouts out to KB, man. Jag Sports, Jose Rodriguez, Armando Black TV. Welcome to HDII TV. Ticket TV. Keep fighting the good fight, brother. And we out.